Hey, what's up guys? In this video, we are going to be doing something a little bit fun. We are going to be making some wacky filters using FabFilter Pro Q3 and the Ableton macro knob. So how it works is, we all love the talking sounds. They sound very trippy and abstract. And that's because it kind of mimics what our mouths do. Our mouths are cavities that our mouths move and our tongue moves around, and it's doing it right now, and it's weird. And it filters out the sounds that our vocal cords make. Vocal cords just make just a vibration, and we, filter out that and make vowels and do stuff with our lips. And it makes us talk, and we don't stop talking. And that general kind of theory can be achieved in synthesis, right? Subtractive synthesis uses, filters. So that is quite well understood. And there's a science to this. It's really interesting. We're going to be making a vocal, quote unquote, vocal filter, not using like chord DSP or anything like that. Just just using an EQ for funsies. Okay, so a couple ways to go about this. We all like our wavetables, and our wavetables do neat things. I'll give that a little bit of volume. Right, yeah. We can actually mimic that sound using our face. So that's the general theory in wavetables, and what that does is there's pre-processing of filters within that wavetable, and then it's printed, and then you play it in Serum and stuff like that. Another way to do it is with these filters. Now there's a couple of them, and I'll just use these ones because they're easy. This is a formant filter, and it's just a bunch of peaks, and we can adjust, we can move the peaks up and down in unison. That adjusts the formant, which kind of shifts the pitch upwards in frequency, right? As well as, pinches the bandwidth. A lot of clever stuff under here. But then the cutoff will, this one right here might be a little bit more visually descriptive, right? We move the cutoff. They don't move in unison. They move around. Right? And you can do some cool stuff with this. Right? And there's different ones with different peaks and stuff like that. Let's make something like this. All right, sound design is a lot about experimenting and like discovering stuff and using the tools that you have. So let's do that. So we have a Pro Q3 here, and I'll just use this as a reference here. Let's make like a peak here, and then a peak here, right? And then a valley. I'm just clicking and then using my mouse wheel. Very fun. Let's give that a try. Right, so there's that, and we can select those all, move them around. Right, let's kind of bump those close together. So there's that, which is all well and good, but I want to control them, and automating them is kind of weird. Oh yeah, I actually had two of the filters on at once. Let's hear what it sounds like here. Doesn't sound like it much at all. It's not talking. Let's fix that. So I want to kind of adjust these independently, and I can do that by grouping. I can group that. And first I'll open up this little triangle here, and we'll go configure. So I'll click configure, and then for each of these, I want to adjust the frequency. Right, so I have this one right here, band 1, and then we got band 2. Frequency, click on that, it automatically populates. So let's get rid of that. We'll go to our lovely macro here because we grouped it. We'll go configure, and then we will map these two. Oh no, we will click map here, map this to macro 1, and then map this to macro 1 as well. So now they're the same value there together. We don't want that. Let's kind of offset it up here in the macro mappings. Very, very useful. You can do some cool stuff with that. So now they are kind of offset from each other, right? This is a min and max value based on the value of the macro, but they're still going in the same direction. If we want to give ourselves a refresher, as we move the cutoff, there's some clever stuff going on, but basically, they're not moving uniformly. We can fix that. Let's do that. We can right click and then invert my brain fart, invert the range. So flip it, right? So that is now flipped essentially. And now they're moving in opposite directions. Yeah, that is dope skis. So, it might be a little too far apart in terms of that range. Let's bring that back. So now they kind of move close together and they can do all sorts of stuff. In theory, we'll turn that off. Let's open up Serum, make sure that format filter isn't on. Let's give it a try. Very cool. And yeah, they converge, they move around. Really wacky stuff. Let's do something with this right here. We'll configure that. And we'll configure the frequency once again. Click on that and go to map mode. Click on band 3 frequency. And then now it's mapped. And we can, move that around, right? The range is, where it should be. We can adjust the range as well. Give it a little bit of gentleness. Hopefully that's not blasting your ears. Right, so there's that, which is pretty cool. I had a piece of wood in my foot, of all things. So yeah, what do you do from here? Well, you can add, of course, more kind of stiffer valleys, and it just created a whole bunch of these things because I had the configure mode on. But that's okay. Let's just map all them, because that'll be weird. Band 4 Q. Like, what does that do? And then band 4 used, whatever that does. Okay. Oh yeah, so this one right here, band 4, map the frequency. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gets a little confusing. So yeah, we'll just map that frequency. And that gets pretty spiky. So we'll go to the band 4 gain. That's really high gain. I don't want it that much. I want it to kind of travel. Right, so really interesting things. Right, and then you have just an interesting kind of sound there. You could do a lot with that. It's not, the physiologically accurate, but it's a nice, neat abstraction that you can get a unique sound. They'd be like, bro, what filter did you use? And, using Pro Q3, it's a very high quality filter and stuff like that. You can get really, really creative and wacky with this. Like, look at all that. Look at all that right there. Ooh. Right. And, do all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you learned stuff. Take care and have a good one.